Now, let's talk about emerging market areas that would experience population growth, job growth in terms of creating new jobs, also to bringing in new infrastructure in terms of development, maybe new roads or new franchises entering the neighborhood or a certain region. Those are particularly what you want to refer to as emerging markets. Some emerging regions could be maybe an influx of particular raising of funds in terms of municipal raise that will inject developers or bring in business owners, startups into a particular region, may constitute or overwhelmingly bring in job growth. Maybe new healthcare facilities or perhaps educational facility hubs that would improve the population influx as well as the job growth in that particular area. That's normally what you will call emerging markets. Those are typical traits you want to look for. Things that could bring in job growth, population increase. Now, why does this matter? Just like the last time we were doing some comparable in terms of relating or illustrating as regards to seeing the same scenario you see in your apartment investments, you also see it too when it comes to your practices. Why these matter? Just like your practice out there, let's say for example as a physician you're looking at a long-term health trends. Just like investors must look at long-term neighborhood fundamentals also too, just to see what's gonna happen. Think about an emerging submarket as maybe a medical breakthrough. At first, only specialists will recognize its potential when it comes to medical breakthroughs. Only specific echelons of medical practitioners will look at the potential, which we would normally refer to as early adopters into these benefits. They are the one that will benefit most because they are the early adopters of this particular breakthrough. And by the time it's mainstream, the cost of entering into something like this would obviously be up there in terms of skyrocketing up there. Now, let's look at it in the light of apartment investing. For example, if you buy into a neighborhood before a new hospital, maybe a tech park, or a university expansion is completed, maybe bringing in huge upside in terms of economic development in that area, and you buy into that area before all this happens, let's say 120 unit property that probably overlooks a suburb near a new medical district, let's say for example, and you rent out an acquisition of about $950 per unit. Within 3 years, let's say within that space of time, no hospital opens in that area, like a big facility, medical facility opens in that area. Obviously, maybe they bring a ton of job growth into that area, maybe in the tune of about a few hundreds or thousands. And let's say maybe there are influx of strips of retail following in that pattern. Obviously, lifestyle will become an upgrade in that particular region, and population increases, more demand will be obviously in the housing sector. So you're already in that neighborhood like 3 years before. Rents naturally will rise. Let's say your rent rises to about $1,250 per unit from the $950 that was previously the leasing price. Even before renovation, we're talking about before renovation, your net operating income would obviously jump to something in the likes of about $432,000 per year. Now, if you want to evaluate that at a cap rate of about 5%, you're having an additional of about $8.6 million in your value appreciation when it comes to your 150 units. Now, what's the key takeaway in this particular aspect of thing? Location tailwinds can multiply the impact of the standard renovations. When you identify an emerging market, when you look at the location, maybe you've been in that location early enough before several economic development, increases the value of that region. Definitely, location counts in this aspect of things.